Little review tonight of some quite interesting products I found online. It's really cold. It is really trying hard to snow today in Exeter, and I thought, what better time to do a review of some real sort of winter favourites. If you've got a log burner, lovely in the winter, and what better could there be than being able to cook some basic food on that log burner? And these two products allow you to do some nice comfort food at home. Don't need to put on the stove, don't need to consume any more energy, just cook it on your log burner and enjoy that experience. So these products are from a company called Natural Heating over at naturalheating.co.uk, and they are a panini press and a little baked potato cooker. Now these are pretty unique. I haven't seen anything like this before. As far as I understand, Natural Heating have designed these products and own the patent, and they're just really cool. The panini press I've used quite a bit now. You can do paninis, or you can use it to cook bacon or anything like that. And the baked potato cooker, I need to do a little bit more playing around with it before I do a full review. Done potatoes in it, but I want to try some baked apples. So that'll probably be a review for another day. But just looking at it so you can see what it is, it's basically a simple little lozenge-shaped container with a latch. Pop that down. You can lift it up with this tool here, and this really sits on top of your log burner, so it is reliant on your log burner putting out a decent amount of heat. The panini press, will cut in some footage of use in a minute. I've tried a few different ways of using it, including a way which isn't described on the web page, but I just wanted to have a play really. These come in at about £25 each. They come with a tool. This came in a pack of 2, but if you buy one on its own, I think it comes with its tool on its own. £25 each, and yeah, just really good fun, nice products for the winter, and something cool and unusual. So I'll cut in some footage of getting this panini press going. My first couple of efforts, so a bit of trial and error, and I think everyone will find this trial and error because it all depends on the sort of output and size of your stove as to how it's going to work for you. So probably expect a few scorched paninis, as you'll see I managed to achieve as well. So obviously we start off by getting the burner going. See there, I'm using a bit of fat wood, really good natural firelighter. I'll do a review on that maybe in a couple of weeks' time when I've got a bit of spare time to do that. So you stoke up your fire, get it nice and hot, so probably sort of 20 minutes or so of burning, really piping hot, loading up the logs. And probably the best way of doing it is once it's sort of stabilised a bit, the whole outside of the oven is piping hot, and potentially if you've got some embers going. So the running temperature of the oven seems to sort of top out around about 320 degrees for me, and that's at the very heart of it. So the first way I wanted to try this was actually not how you're told to do it on the web page. The web page tells you to get the panini cooker baking hot, pop it out, and then load up your panini. But I was interested just to see how it would work if you could pop it in with the panini cooker cold and see how that worked. Obviously you need to season these products to make sure that none of the painted finishes affect the taste of your food. Just loading up a basic cheddar cheese panini for trial purposes. Squash it down a bit and then pop it in. So what I learned from this little test was this can work, you'll see in a minute, but probably you want to load it onto sort of consistently hot embers. I think I had a little bit of a problem here with one end being hotter than the other, meaning that one end of my panini got a little bit overly done. You can tell a little bit of telltale smoke popping out there. Not very popular around the house if you set fire to your panini. So pretty nicely toasted, very nicely toasted in fact. One end slightly overdone, but trial and error, as I say. This was one of my first attempts and not quite doing it the way you're supposed to. So as I say, you're supposed to take it out once it's got the temperature and pop it on the side and do it that way. But I noticed that the top of my oven ran at about 190 degrees, and Googling panini presses, that seems to be about the right temperature. So I thought if I could get the whole thing up to the right temperature, I could control it subsequently, popping it on top, and actually make sure that it doesn't cool down too quick, and I can get my panini just as well as I might like. Just testing the temperature of the panini cooker as it came out, 230 degrees. Thought that was a little bit hot, so I've just popped off the lid for a minute, just to let it cool down. Probably a telltale sort of indicator would be if you brush on your olive oil and it smokes, it's probably too hot. I did on one occasion bring it out and it was almost glowing, and that simply was going to cause a problem. So lid on, all running about sort of 190, 200 degrees. I think I can maintain the heat quite nicely on the top of the oven there. Give it a squash down with a glove. I think you can use a tool as well, but I used a glove. And after sort of 5 minutes or so, nicely, consistently toasted. And if I wanted to toast it for a little bit longer, the heat was maintained on the top of the oven. Seemed to have made this incredibly hard to do. Knife's too small, wobbly chopping block. Not quite sure why I shot this like that, but I think this was probably one of my best attempts, and this is probably how I use it in the future. To you. I've really enjoyed trying out this panini press. I will be using it on those sort of winter afternoons over the weekends, where time is at your disposal, and you can have a play and have a nice, relaxing time in front of the fire. The baked potato cooker review coming up on this. As I say, I do want to give it a bit more of a trial, and I do want to see how a nice baked apple might work. Take out the core, stuff it with brown sugar and raisins, and I think that would be really good. But very, very nice little products. As I say, naturalheating.co.uk, I'll put a link below, and really unique products, and something for those winter afternoons. I hope that's interesting. As I say, we'll be doing some more reviews on these, and if you haven't seen my channel before, please check it out. Not normally a focus on cookery, but passing interests always get covered, and interesting products that I find I always like to share with my viewers. So check out the channel. Very into quality footwear, denim, everyday carry, fountain pens, pen knives, coffee, that sort of thing. Love it if you subscribed. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I hope that's useful. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.